In the Smart Woodshop, there are no toolboxes, including those beautiful sustainers. Let me tell you why. Number one, space. This is the Smart Woodshop, an 8-foot wide, 12-foot long trailer, the small, mobile, awesome rolling toolbox. This is a rolling tool pantry. I can hook it up to the back of my F-150 and take it to the job. I am first and foremost a home builder, building homes from the ground up. And I'm also a remodeler and an occasional woodworker. All of the tools that I need to do those things, I carry in this trailer. There's a few exceptions. My paint tools and my tile tools. I carried those separately. If I were to put my individual tools in boxes, the space required would quadruple. Yes, 4 times. It takes, not on every single tool, but overall, it takes 4 times as much space to have every tool in a box. I have these cubbies. These are a staple in the Smart Woodshop. They're one of my earliest designs and actually sort of helped me figure out a lot of the rest of the stuff that's part of the Smart Woodshop. These cubbies have these dividers and these dados where I can move them around as tools change over the years. And in these cubbies, I have multiple tools. They're organized so that I can see them. So in this case, I have a router, another router, and a router base that works with these. On top of that, I have room for at least 2 or 3 more of those portable routers. If I put those in separate boxes, this space here could hold 1. This cubby here has a 3.5 horsepower router that goes in my router table. But that space also holds my second identical router with its base plate, and they fit perfectly in there. 2 3.5 horsepower routers in 1 cubby. And you know how big those sustainers are for those big routers. It would take at least 3 times, maybe 4 times as much space. That alone, I couldn't even fit 1 in. And here I get 2. I could go through and show you example after example, but I have multiple tools in almost every one of these bins. And I have, I think, 16, 17 nail guns. And that's after I have thinned them out. These are nail guns that I still use on a regular basis. This bin has a couple of larger routers in it. This bin has both of my dominoes. You know how big those sustainer boxes are for the dominoes. So the number one reason, space. I can get all of my tools in this trailer, and there's no way that I could do it if they were in toolboxes. The second and equally important reason is speed, efficiency. How fast can I get these tools out and working? When I come into the Smart Woodshop, everything is visible for quick identification of what I need. All the drawers are labeled, and all the cubbies, I can just look right into them and see exactly what I have. So if I need a tool, I see it, put my hand on it, lift it out, and I'm ready to go to work with it. There's no lockdowns, there's no bungee cords, there's nothing that's in my way of just sticking my hand on the tool and grabbing it out. And these tools don't fall out. They are passively restrained with a simple 18 millimeter 3/4 inch lip. When I'm going down the road, these tools do not bounce out. This has been proven over decades. And not only with me driving, but with multiple trailers and trucks, box trucks and vans, with my crews over the decades, the system has worked and the tools do not fall out. I drove this very trailer as far as you can drive it in the continental United States. And when I arrived at the location in Florida, one tool had fallen out. One nail gun, it was a coil nailer, this one right here. The smart workbenches were in the aisle where they go, and it was laying right on top. I don't know exactly why it fell out or when it fell out, but I think it was early one morning. I was pulling into a Costco before the Costco was open, but the gas stations are open early. There was no cars in the parking lot. The gas station was on the far side where it came in, and I sped up to go over there, and they have the speed bumps. I didn't see them in the dark, and my trailer caught air, bounced down. I figured a bunch of tools might have bounced out because I don't drive my trailer that way. And again, when I got to where I was going, the only tool was that one nail gun, and there's no damage. The tools do not fall out in this system. If these tools were in boxes, I'd have to pull the individual boxes out. And I only have two hands, so probably two tools at a time onto the job. And then I would have to open the box, take the tool out, close the box, and set it aside. That multiplies the time that it takes for me to come in, grab the tool, and go. I'm asked often, how do you get the tools from the Smart Woodshop onto the job? A lot of times I just grab the tool, it's all I need, and I go. If it's a screw gun or a saw, I just grab it out and go. But I have these empty, undedicated bags. This one's been around for a long time. And this one's a little newer. Doesn't matter what kind you get. They're just open so that I can grab tools out and drop them in. But more importantly, it seems through the day I'll come in and grab a tool or two and go out. It's the end of the day that I have a pile of tools I want to get back in. And that's where I grab these bags and just pile them in and bring them back and put them in their respective cubbies. One of the other things I will do to speed things up is one of these two bags I will set up with a couple screwdrivers, a couple wrenches, a razor knife, tape measure, those kind of things, speed square. And that way, when I grab one and take it in, I have a lot of the typical stuff. Currently, I'm working here. I don't need that. That's why there's none in either one of these bags. Those tools are back in their appropriate drawers. If you've got a keen eye, you've noticed right here in the Smart Woodshop, there's actually two toolboxes, two sustainers. I guess for every rule, there's an exception. This one is my LR32. This box is full of all of the tools you need to make the 32 millimeter holes with the track system from Festool. So there's a lot of parts and pieces. I don't need that often. So that is one reason to keep these tools together in a sustainer. This one, on the other hand, I use all the time, and I could find no more efficient, better way to organize this than Festool did right from the factory. This is one of those mechanic boxes that just has everything you need in it. It has drill bits, Torx bits, long bits, nut drivers, all kind of small bits, a hand driver to run any of them, more tips and extensions. So this is one of those boxes that I grab, and just about any fastener or door lock or anything that I have to work on, I'm going to have the tool in it. And this one I just grab and go. I do have one gripe. The handle is there, and I'd much rather have the handle here. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. I have all the tools I need in a 12-foot trailer, and I can take them to the job, and I can efficiently get the tools out and put them away, keep them safe, clean, organized, and in good repair. And I can think of no better way of doing it. Even working in a shop like this, I find that having this as a tool pantry that I can move around in here is just incredibly efficient. If you like this video, if you got anything out of it, be sure to give me a thumbs up. But more important than that, share this video with one of those contractors. You know, the one with their pickup truck with all their tools piled in and they got to pull everything out to get to the one thing you need. And then, oh, they didn't bring the tool they need. It's back in their garage at home piled up. So they got to leave the job and go get it. Or the one with a trailer or a box van and they open it up and it looks like a rolling dumpster. You know, 90% of the contractors out there, do them a favor and send them a link to this video. If you'd like to get a detailed set of plans to build a parts cart, plywood cart, a smart bench, smart station, any of the accessories that work with the smart system or the Smart Woodshop, there's a link in the description of this video down below where you can go and purchase plans, packages of plans, and download them 24/7, 365. Stay safe in your Smart Woodshop. See you in the next one. Mahalo.